Shalom.
And I am... No, now it's live.
Hello, everybody. I am still Chris Shalom.
And I'm still J.S. Johnson. And here we are in Callie Bloom's second headquarters.
The Splinter Unit home.
The Splinter Unit. I like it. Which is Chris's apartment, by the way.
Which reminds me, I was thinking about Ninja Turtles the other day, and I was wondering
it's a good thing to be.
Why they should have had a teaser. Well, I get this idea for the second one because it's funny. They should have had like a teaser trailer for TMNT or whatever the new one's called.
You're talking about the new one.
Well, just Ninja Turtles. There should be a teaser poster, excuse me, okay, for Ninja Turtles, and it should just have like, I don't know, like a tail or like robes or something like from the side, and the tagline would be "Splinter is coming." It's a Game of Thrones joke.
Oh, I don't know, great.
But it's also a Splinter is coming joke.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
How does it go? We are coming.
No, to a decision.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't say we're coming to a decision.
No, he said it.
You're right. It is
like Master Splinter's been up on the roof for hours doing what?
Coming. Oh, we'll have to share that on this video description. Yeah. So welcome back to our live stream update for weeks 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, we dropped the ball a bit on this, as we like to drop the ball. It keeps things interesting.
But we weren't just sitting around dropping the ball. Lots of exciting new stuff going on, and one of the major reasons that we were not doing our updates as often as we should have been is, hopefully you've seen by now, but that our lovely teaser trailer is available. Space Rippers teaser trailer 2015. We'll put a link.
I think you can even search Space Rippers.
Yeah, it's kind of cool if you just.
Yeah.
This is the first time you frequent Callie B listeners may have heard us talk about this a lot, heavy on our souls, but like we just have the least internet-friendly titles imaginable. True. April, like that. Like how would you find April trailer?
Yeah,
impossible.
Yeah. This trailer that comes out in April, or from a movie that comes out in April.
So it's been a really exciting concept for us that you would be able to just like type in the name of our movie and then see the movie and not like Pieces of April with Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing against Pieces of April. No, movie's terrible.
Wait, so what were we going on about here?
Please head out and watch it. It was a feat of brute force from JS in the end.
And McGreal, to be fair. McGreal was kicking his butt.
Kieran McGreal, you're watching many sleepless nights when you watch that minute and 30 seconds.
And it was just, as you'll see, it's a very, very short teaser, very, not much going on in it, but it was, we don't know how to do a lot of this stuff that we're doing. We have people who are going to be doing it for us for the most part on the day, but in the time being, we're teaching ourselves how to do a lot of these things, like everything. So it's quite a learning curve to sit down in front of what's the program you use in front of After Effects and be like, okay, I know how to do this, and then
just like deposit in a miniature spaceship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then give yourself a deadline of 2 weeks or whatever as well. So, but anyways, it's up there and it's fun. We've had some feedback so far. Albert Einstein was very confused by it. I don't blame him. It's not necessarily like it doesn't make sense in terms of space.
I don't know what Albert Einstein would have said about piracy and torrenting and the state of intellectual property. A bit of, wacky. So that got progressively further. So I wonder maybe he would have said the entertainment should be free. Or maybe he would have said
Well, I was perplexed by that comment. I brought a comment up to post on Reddit, and the comment was like, "Wouldn't it be ironic if this moved a million times?" And I posted that on Mercy, the Pirates. So I guess it's people who like to share their torrents that they upload and everything. But I was very confused by that. No, it's not that. It's not about sharing torrents. It's about just sharing things about what's going on in the community of, you know, torrenting and that sort of stuff. Regardless, I was confused as to how somebody would be a part of that community would call this ironic.
Like as though there was something negative about it.
Yes, exactly. As though there was something negative. Anyways, it's always fun when you get these like comments that you know see how other people are seeing what you're doing, and think about it in a way. Yeah. And it's always surprising.
Ironic or not, we may condone just pirating the shit out of Space Rippers once it's made.
Yeah.
Or we may not.
Yeah. Can't say for sure. Okay. So that's up. That was that was but now we're starting to get some press back as well, which is really kind of fun. It's been a long time coming. It's tough to get press for your independent film, especially like an IndieGoGo campaign film, without having any content. Everyone kind of says, well, there's a lot of IndieGoGo campaigns. Why are we going to share yours? And with good reason. I mean,
and they're right.
Yeah.
News outlets can't just become like another arm of IndieGoGo sharing. Yeah. They have to have content to write about.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to take a shot at some newspapers, but we'll move on.
So anyways, yeah, so we have some press. So even when you're searching for our teaser by using the keyword Space Rippers, keywords, find some press on there, which is kind of fun. It's always exciting to get that.
And especially like it was really cool. I don't know if you've noticed, but like if you just Google Space Rippers, you get the like in the news.
Yeah, we got a news feed.
I thought that was, especially because it's Dread Central too, which is like super cool because obviously like I've read a lot of articles on Dread Central for a lot of years, so it is pretty cool to see work up there that is about us.
Mm-hmm.
And a really nice original piece too.
Yeah, it wasn't just copying and pasting our press release. It's nice.
Which may have happened.
Yep.
At other outlets.
Yeah. So yeah, and when you see those, if you can, share them. Share our teaser. Share everything. Every share helps. Sharing is caring. Is there another share thing that I can say? Share.
Do you
if you believe. Yeah, for sure. We're just flying through this one.
We were listening to this songs up playlist that was like themes from 90s movies or something, and we were just like, my boss wasn't at work today, so we were just like blasting it. And we work in this I don't know, like complex or like a long building with different rentable spaces, and it's all warehouse space. So like at break times, you see kind of all down the line, everyone from every warehouse kind of comes out back to take a smoke and everything. And I was out at our break, like dusting off some stuff, and like Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On was just like booming from our warehouse door, and they're all these like grizzled old men with their cigarettes, like looking over at us and then looking away. It was pretty awesome.
Like it.
Got to hear Bryan Adams twice for Three Musketeers,
yes,
and then Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
I was perhaps more excited than the rest of the
Who doesn't love? Who is it? It's Sting, Bryan Adams, and oh no, who is it? Sting, Bryan Adams.
I don't know.
Who's the third person in the Three Musketeers song? Not that. Tell us.
Come on, the internet.
But there is a third person. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Sorry, I'm just seeing if we have any comments or anything.
I think it's Beanie Man.
1 sec.
I think it's Sean Paul.
Where's that?
Doty.
why do I have so many? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I think we got it figured out this time. We're like trying to keep on top of this, so hopefully we can see comments this time. If we get any. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just have to refresh that. Okay, so that's that. That's up and going. So our IndieGoGo campaign, obviously, that's what this is all about. It's coming along slowly, but nicely. We've had a significant amount of supporters since our last talk. It's been good. Obviously, we're only 12 days away now. 11 days away from the end of our IndieGoGo. We appreciate everyone who has supported, but we need a lot more support. So if you're out there and you know somebody, I have VHS, who have trading cards of our movies. We already have 3 of those claimed. People are liking them. They're going to become a collector's item. If somebody out there wants to be a seeder of our movie, just with them, tell them that this movie is worth it's going to be.
If you live in Vancouver and want to see, get your tickets here now.
Yeah, this is a perfect time. You're going to get in cheap. Maybe not. We haven't decided on that.
We always have this problem like getting our movies for free when it comes. No, it's very expensive to rent a theater. When it comes time to set a ticket price for a premiere, we're like, well, we can't ask people to like pay that much for like one short indie movie.
Well, that's what makes Balloon Films good, though, is that
I agree.
It's not our platform is that it's unreasonable to pay $15 for a movie.
Yeah.
And we don't want to perpetuate that idea of like movies need to be expensive grandeur.
So send us $15.
But this is special. You're supporting the movie. It's not just getting the ticket. You're supporting the film.
Very true.
Yeah. That's what it's about. We'll charge $30 for the final. Or we might not. We might charge $50. See my deal.
Yeah, that will get a great turnout.
$50. Come see April 2015. People think they're just going to look at it. Yeah. Okay.
Not a good joke.
My brain was going the whole time saying that. Okay, so we're going to thank some of our.
Your brain was like, wait, it's a month.
Right. Some great support. We really appreciate it. Last time we were tweeting every time someone supported, and then I tweeted some people who hid their names, and I felt really bad, so we're not doing that this time. So this is our chance now to thank all of the people who have supported.
Except you who hid your names.
Except, yes, we will not be saying.
Not a mistake we'll make.
Yes. So first of all, we have Peter Cock-and-Poon. Sorry. Peter Cock-and-Poon.
I said sorry, what was that name?
Okay. I got the giggles right now. Peter Cock-and-Poon.
Peter Cock-and-Poon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
He or she, unisex name, kept their...
And not because it might be a pseudonym, is that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's...
we suspect Peter Cock-and-Poon is not...
the actual name. Because it's not written in any sort of like ironic way. It's just kind of Peter Cock-and-Poon. Anyways, thank you very much for your support, Peter, or Mr. Cock-and-Poon, or Mrs. Cock-and-Poon. They didn't tell us how much, so we're not going to say how much. Simone Slad.
The E just jumped a little bit. Simon, thank you for years and years, and that is really awesome. You're doing some film stuff yourself, so I'm going to hunt you down sometime and repay the support. That is really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Simon, and I'm very sorry about this one thing. We're still recovering from that teaser thing. So.
with beer, which is the best way to recover, as you know.
So we have Folter. Thank you very much, Tom. Tom's helped us out a lot in the past on a lot of things, in a lot of ways. Tom has helped put together a lot of our past films, really.
But most importantly, and the most important thing we can do for you, dear viewer, is to mention that the best way to support Tom is to go and check out Comedy Blender.
The link will be in the description.
See
Comedy Blender.
lots of from them on comedy. Their flick series stuff.
It's
short and is kind of they're of types that you will see.
I will say that, like, I've really gotten into YouTube recently, and this is some of the best or most professional and genuinely humorous work on YouTube.
It will take off, and to them now, you can be a YouTube hipster. So
perfect. I actually like the new stuff with McGreal.
Yes.
My favorite. The food stuff is really funny, but that what's the ones with McGreal called?
Bottoms Up.
Bottoms Up. Yes. So if you look and you find Bottoms Up, the character in that is a friend of ours, and he's actually been working on Space Rippers as well, and he will be starring in Space Rippers as well. So that I think that's hilarious, especially the first one. I was like peeing. It was so good. But anyway, so Tom, thank you so much, and all the Affolters. You guys have always been so supportive of our projects and everything. We really, really genuinely appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you very much. Sid. I think I know Sid. You know Sid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is cool. Sid is I know through school here.
Oh, it's Sid.
It's Sid.
Oh, I thought it was Sid from. I thought there was
Another
Sid.
Sid.
I do know.
It is Sid.
I do
And
know
Jason. No, Sid.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
We're excited for when you're back in town. Finally, we will. Oh, go to roller derby, but that's a tale for another day.
I do roller derby.
Roller derby. Sorry, this is a bit of a side note, but roller derby is super amazing, and don't let whip or maybe you on. I think it's good, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, roller derby is like, go check it out if there's one near you, whoever you are.
I haven't yet gone to a roller derby. I'm gonna just.
It's worth it for the names alone. We're going in July because my hometown, my quite small hometown of like 9,000 people, their roller derby team is coming here to challenge Calgary. So I'm definitely going to be there.
And obviously, I'm a local boy. I'm a Cal. You know,
this will be
the end
of Space Rippers. Torn apart over roller derby, city rivalry.
Okay, so thanks, Sid. Shiloh, is it
Shiloh Cliff?
Cliff, it is Cliff. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Shiloh. We shouldn't have started saying whether we know people or not, because now we're going to hit names that I can't quite remember.
Thanks, Shiloh. You were right about Max Payne.
Thanks, Shiloh.
Not Mark Wahlberg.
Katherine Johnson, being, of course, the one and only. I was going to say the one and only sister of mine, but I have two sisters. Such an asshole. Yes.
For years, I didn't know JS had two sisters.
Yeah. I don't talk about my other sister much, but it's nothing against.
It's because you say my sister when you talk about either of them.
Oh, that's true.
So
the thing is that I have, one sister was so much older that I never really knew her.
Yeah.
So the sister that's closer to me, I knew. So she's, anyways, it's not nice, but it's me, I guess. Just an asshole. So thanks, sis. C. Drury 87.
C. Drury, the infamously impossible to pronounce last name. But thank you very much.
Thank you for
Mr. Drury.
Then we have another one from Asha Hessing. She supported last time. She gave $1. She just felt that she needed to give that extra little bit. So.
Oh, and she wanted her name and then credits.
Oh yeah, she bought. So she gave the money before, and then she. Yeah, because we don't honor like anything. If you pay, that's it. We're not like if we send you a VHS and it's broken, that's it. You're not getting a replacement or anything. If you like, if some of the business, the trading cards are like wrecked in any urine, doesn't matter. You're not getting replacements.
It's weird that you went scatological because that's what I was also gonna say. Like, if you get your VHS, it's actually like a fart in the jar.
You're not getting a replacement. And then we have a shadow investor. Ooh.
It's Batman.
Thank you, shadow investor. I think you even commented, so thank you.
Yeah, shadow investor did comment.
And yeah, what was it? It was like, sorry about the small amount.
But they were like this.
So we couldn't understand them.
They're doing the Lugosi.
But not the real Lugosi.
Yeah.
Ben Rains, thank you very much, Ben Rains. Appreciate that.
You rock, Ben Rains.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Blaz. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm totally gonna screw up your name, dude. But I'm not. I don't think I'll leave it. I was gonna say Blase. What a Blase name.
Blaze.
Blaze. Okay. Blaze, thank you very much for your support. I found this guy. Because I obviously, as I mentioned before, often search myself on Google and everything.
Not a metaphor.
Yeah.
Not a euphemism.
Yeah. So I was also bumming around and looking what other IndieGoGo campaigns there are in Calgary right now. Myself and Space Rippers on IndieGoGo.
When I think about you, I search myself.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, and I found Blaze had a project up, and he's a Calgary filmmaker, and he was searching for funding for his feature-length horror film as well. So yeah,
and he deserves it because he's made so much stuff on his own time. There's like he's got a website where you can just watch like tons and tons of stuff.
Lots of animation, lots of horror movies.
Lots of very different.
It's crazy and really cool stuff. The type of stuff that maybe wouldn't even get distribution normally. So the type of things that you would never see anywhere else. So it's definitely worth a look if you're into like wild and crazy things. Messing around on his YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's not just him; it's a whole team of people. So it's CS Entertainment. I don't want to screw that up, so let me just confirm here. We'll also put the link in the description.
CS, that's me.
Yeah, Chris Long. Oh, now everyone knows your name. Oh, SC Entertainment. So yeah, SC Entertainment. We'll put the link in the description. Check them out. Really cool. Yeah. Sorry, now I need to get back to where I was. So that was yeah. Oh, so yeah. Don't I shut up. Shut up.
I saw that coming up.
So we have Clara. Thank you, Clara. I was going to try to say your last name, but Sunnies? No, Sons.
Oh, it's not even. I was laughing about this one.
Oh.
Thank you, Clara.
Yeah. Thank you, Clara. Clara. Oh, yeah. It's probably Clara. Yeah. Image. Did you make that? Anyways. Next one. That's Russian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you also left a comment. Russian named individual. Comment actually. Perfect project. I wish you a very nice comment.
Oh, and then it says "fuck you" under that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anna is the first name. Am I right?
Anna? Well, there is an M in there, but I don't know. I don't know anything about Russian, but that's something I've never known anything about.
I'm resisting the urge to make Rocky IV jokes. Let's move on.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the comment. if anyone else wants to comment, please feel free to do so. It helps us rank on IndieGoGo, which is very helpful.
It's got really old, when you're Russian and you're like, hello, and people are like, if he dies, he dies. I guess we all have. Have our crosses to bear as.
I guess every time you say Canadian, everyone's like yeah. Well, when I was in like Paris and like the UK and everything, it was always like, "Oh, are you ready to go party?" Then when I said I was Canadian, it was like instantly when I said I was Canadian, it was like, "Oh yeah, let's go get drunk." I'm like, well, actually, I just kind of want to go to a gallery and like sit in a park. And, I'm like backpacker. Okay, anyways. And then finally, Dylan Clover. Thank you very much, Dylan.
Friday at lunch. Say hi to Dylan Clover.
Thanks, Dylan. So those are our supporters. Thank you very much, everyone. We really very much appreciate it.
Seriously, so awesome because we're putting so much of our own money into this project that every time we get like a $5 from somebody, it's like
that's $5.
It's like, oh, I'll be able to buy eggs.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Feed myself. It's exciting. So really,
but not that money's going to buy us eggs. That's going to the movie. But what it means is that we have to put $5 less of our own money in. Yeah.
We are spending all your money on eggs.
We probably would have got more funding if it was the eggs campaign. And it was like, give us 10,000.
No.
Amount of eggs.
Won't recover from potato salad for a while.
Potato salad was, I guess, the shark that was junk.
Yeah. Although I was reading like a list of them, and there has been one since then. But anyway. Whatever happened, you look that up. He donated most of the money.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's still, anyways. We won't go into it. So yeah, thank you very much.
Want to rehash old Twitter debates? That's a live stream.
I'm sure it is actually. Probably a live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, and we really appreciate it. We've been meeting a lot of people, and a lot of people have been sharing and sharing IndieGoGo campaigns. So we ask that if you come in contact with us, wash your hands and then share the campaign. It's a share, a support, a comment. Even if you don't support, a comment is great. So if you don't have like a buck or whatever laying around, or
Can you comment with the support?
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. I think you can actually.
Or maybe you have to choose. I just remember.
I thought you could.
I remember looking at a.
Oh, but that would change your rankings. So maybe you
can't.
Yeah,
you probably can.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
I remember looking at a very politically polarized campaign to support a certain individual, and there were people that had paid $1 just so they could.
I see. Okay, well then, if you don't have $1, find 50 cents, and then I don't think you can get 50 cents.
You know what's really cool?
I think you have to give $1.
Today, I think you have to give $1. But then you get in our credits. So
save up for a week.
Yeah.
And get $1.
The guy thing on my way past the machines that dispenses tickets, and I was for a solid 60 seconds while I was walking towards it. He was just standing there, kind of. And then I got up to him and can you need $1 by any chance? I stands right next to the thing and pretends that he's putting money in right now so that people don't feel like he's going to spend their money.
Oh.
But I did have I gave him he was like, oh, thanks a lot. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then I started walking away, and and like 30 seconds later, he still hadn't like emerged from the thing. So I haven't seen that particular, whatever you want to call it.
It's a shame that
but
needed.
further, and then he came around and walked up the train thing, and he had a ticket in his hand.
Oh,
he
yeah,
really had to use my money to buy a ticket, and it was
not that it wouldn't have been bad if he did.
It was really satisfying.
Not that it was bad. Yeah. The Mighty Sarcastro says we're looking great. We know that. Please don't comment if you're not going to add anything to the situation. That's all I have to say about that.
Is it good to hear that you look great from a man named the Mighty Sarcastro?
See, that's why I said what I said. I definitely thought that through. Yeah. Oh, boy. Thanks, man. So, yeah. So, where were we? Good money. That's
we just finished
support, I should say.
Saying, seriously, the support is awesome.
And shares are like really great. They honestly do help us a lot. They get us, SEO is incredibly important for our videos, for our IndieGoGo page, and also just that word is out there to one more person's page. And it's pivotal, actually. The shares are incredible. So Chris was just sucked into the, he's gone, we lost him. Yeah. Oh, no! Oh, okay. I saved him. What movie are you going to go see tonight?
We're going to go see Spy tonight, hopefully.
Yeah?
I'm excited, even though I feel a little bit burned by the heat, because I thought it was a pretty...
Burned by the heat? No way, really?
I thought it was a pretty limp follow-up to Bridesmaids, but...
well, compared to Bridesmaids, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a solid film still. You wouldn't call it a solid film?
The first scene pissed me off. The second scene, the introduction of McCarthy pissed me off.
Oh, okay, well we have to talk about that, because I don't know why.
I'm the kind of person that like has moralized reactions to my perception of the political not intent, but the political heft or political importance of like one random scene, one random movie. And there was one in the heat that annoyed me. So I'm awful, basically, is what I'm getting at.
No, not at all. No.
But then I came home and Andrew O'Heir, one of my favorite critics who writes at the relatively liberal publication Salon.com, had like written about the exact same scene in the same way that I had been complaining about all the way home.
Yeah.
So at least we left these stick together or something, and getting annoyed about popular entertainment. Some
asshole named Jordan Norton is saying "Go Space Rippers Go." Please don't support us that way. If you're gonna support us, say like, "Oh, this movie looks somewhat interesting." I don't know. Yeah.
Events.
Okay, sorry. Yes, we do.
We have
to move forward. So yeah, so we've been meeting a lot of people in Calgary, which is different. We've been now, and we really haven't done much in terms of the local scene. So we're like, with this film, we really want to start getting into the local scene and start meeting people and start, I don't know, just start giving back a little bit and taking back as well. So last couple of weeks we've been doing some really fun events and showing some of our movies. 2 weeks ago we did a VHS party video swap, which was a lot of fun. We did that at CSIF, or CIS, Calgary Society for Independent Film. Oh, I finally got it right. So what that was, we converted all of our movies to 4:3 VHS, and then brought all of my action CSIF location right there in Calgary. I don't know where it is. And yeah, we showed our movies on VHS, and we swapped VHS. It's a lot of fun. It was really cool. Community of like low budget horror movies, like VHS collectors. Personally, have been really enjoying getting into, and they're just a very supportive, very fun community who are always putting on events and always doing really cool things. So the into that, the fun meeting all those people.
So the sort of people like we had a guy who came to our watched our two movies on VHS there, and we met him and got along really well and so on. And then a week later, as we're just going to talk about, we did the same movies, and he showed up again and sat and watched.
Yeah. Couldn't believe he did it. Yeah,
a week later, watched him on VHS again and said hi, and
very supportive and told us a bunch of fun.
Helped us out for space about where we might look for certain things for them.
Very, very good community.
Not even like a filmmaker guy or like this isn't someone who had like anything to gain helping us out. Like he just really was excited to people that are making film. It's cool. Mm-hmm. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And there was obviously a bunch more other people there, and thank you very much for coming and for supporting us and like sharing all of our stuff afterwards. We appreciate that. So that was a lot of fun, though. It was really cool to see Truth in 4:3. That first event, it was it looked really good. There was a couple of strange pan scans, but it was wild seeing it that way. It really made me think of sitting when I was young and like staying up late and staying up to watch some showcase movie, hoping that there would be some boobs in it or something.
And speaking of hoping there would be some boobs,
yeah,
our next event, there are boobs in Truth, if you didn't. Our next event was held at Tubby Dog the following week. We screened same new short films, and by new I mean old, but new to the idea of screening them.
Yeah. We just read these movies that we own the rights. What?
I did screenings for years, and I'd like just have all these things sitting around the shop. But in any case, the super cool, but a very different. We had a table again set up with VHS and swap, and so again some swapping went on, and another guy brought a collection of really good.
And I got Warlock, like a very strange release. I had it here to show. I can't even remember what the distribution company was, but I had never.
Just this weird like
golden.
Yeah, like
it had this golden yellow rim for Warlock. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Well,
the original
picture is off-white, yellowy.
Anyways, it's a strange VHS.
Yeah. And he also had Fortress 2, which Oh, Stuart Gordon's coming to Calgary soon, in relation to Fortress 1, which I'm sure all of you understand the connections I just made there. And in any case, so we had the screening, and we're in Tubby Dog, and they're obviously there's people sitting and watching our coming in and out. Tubby Dog
is a fast food place, not fast food store. They sell hot dogs on 17th Ave in Calgary, and 17th Ave is kind of like the party on Saturday night. On 17th Ave in Tubby Dog, where people would come in after. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze.
They're open super late, so a lot of their business is to drive wherever, and they have expensive baked hot dogs
with like chili on them and like
onion rings the size of your
Yeah, it's crazy.
Whatever you.
Yeah.
So eventually, sort of 10 minutes or so before there's a sex scene. In truth, like these three people had one person at the screening looked perhaps like a neo-Nazi, and then 5 minutes later, to them standing over by the table, and there's a VHS of Lethal Weapon 2 out, and it was like, oh yeah, Lethal Weapon 2, it's a rad movie. I mean, Danny Glover sucks, obviously, but it's an awesome movie. But anyway, so finally, they're on their way out, and just as the sex scene is starting, and not have hinted that.
I was like, hey, wait, there's a sex scene. They're like, what?
Hinted.
Very subtly.
So the sex scene's going on, and they stay to watch a little bit, like when and there's like people just sitting around eating and stuff while the sex scene's going on.
Sex scenes
and this music's just like,
and it's quite abrasive, and they had it very, very loud.
It's a big long sex scene. It's 2 sex scenes. It's a big long, and there's like huge rock track over it, and they had it blasting. And some people are like quietly eating their food while this is all going on. But so it gets to the moment when one of the female characters like removes her bra, and just as her bra comes off, the neo-Nazi was just like, ah!
And just as they did that, a family walks in, and I'm like, oh, okay, grab the remote, and I fast forwarded for the remainder of the sex scene. Yeah.
So it was an unusual way to do a screening, and it was really, really, really satisfying.
It was strange. It was a lot of fun. It really was, and
they also had beer there, which helped.
Yeah, that helped definitely, because we had just watched the movie 1 week earlier, and I had about enough of it.
1 week earlier plus X times.
That I was ripping it onto
days.
VHSs. Yeah.
So those were our events in the past.
And we're going to be doing more of those, by the way, and we're going to be doing them with other people's movies, too. Once we're done the promotion of Space Rippers and trying to get money, we're going to start... we have a lot of other filmmakers obviously we know and we're in contact with, and we're going to screen their movies and do a very similar thing, probably even in Tubby Dog as well. That was a lot of fun. So we'll probably be back there some more, and we'll be doing some really fun screenings.
And finally, we'll be able to watch movies that we haven't seen a million times, so maybe we'll even be happy about it.
But like you said, it was kind of satisfying, actually.
And, that reminds me, that's what I meant to say when you were talking about 4:3. Seriously, filmmakers, at least filmmakers that are like our age or older, do a 4:3 version of your movie.
Yeah.
It will like blow your mind.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if you had the same experience, but for me, it was like dialogue. Like just looking at the dialogue sequences and how the way you frame someone to the side in 2-3-5 and the way that just becomes like a 4:3 like portrait shot.
Yeah.
So strange.
Well,
it made me like it made me like reconsider my memory of VHS and like how I think about movies that I know very well from VHS.
Well, I've always liked the aspect ratio 4:3. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah,
aspect ratio.
Yeah.
But I did, like, even up to recently, I did have a problem with pan and scan. I thought, like, oh, well, like, it's annoying. It was intended to be this. Yeah. And then very recently, again, in trying to convert Truth and Android Night Punch to 4:3, realized that, like, no, there is a magic to the 4:3 aspect ratio, even when it is pan and scan or it has been converted from the original image.
I had...
It's quite nice.
Speaking of this, I had another really weird experience, which was the Simpsons movie was on TV.
Yeah.
So it's the Simpsons movie, so it's 2-3-5.
Yeah.
But it was on TV, so it was 4:3, and they hadn't bothered to pan it at all, so it was just the center.
Okay.
And it was so weird because it was like The Simpsons, which is like what could be more familiar when you look at it.
Yeah.
And see the
that
Simpsons
must
there.
be weird.
But then the crop was fucked.
Yeah.
And they were like disappearing out the sides and stuff. And it was such a there was so much cognitive dissonance there to see half of Homer like poorly framed. It was, I don't know, it was very, because like cartoons have such a
Well, and you get so
those
used to it
frames,
when you
yeah.
watch hundreds and hundreds of episodes.
Exactly.
of it, right?
So it was just really
Yeah.
funny to me that that something could be so strange and that notable. Yeah.
So that those events, we've done them two screenings. We've called them VHS parties. So look out for more of those, but a little bit further down the road once we get Space Rippers kind of up and going. In the meantime, we're doing Cold Read June 11th. So that should be fun. We had a lot of fun in our first Cold Read, and this time, this time we didn't give people. I was going to say, but we definitely did not. We have this like can't post anything a week before. It's like a mental block. So
well, you can't if you do it 3 weeks in advance. People don't remember until it reminds them on the day.
Yeah.
And advances too short.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks is right out.
So that's coming up June, and we're looking for scripts. So if anyone has some scripts that they want to send us, you don't have to be from Calgary. If you just want your script read and you don't want help reading, you can send it our way, and people read it and not tell you anything about it afterwards. So
we might send you the aforementioned fart in a jar.
Yeah, with that, no, it costs too much money to send.
Yeah,
we'd probably just fart in your name.
That's what we're using the IndieGoGo campaign money for.
Jars? Yeah.
8% jars. I guess that combo makes sense. Enough scatological as well. Our other sort of upcoming event is we were like a spot cool late night at the Plaza, which is a late night variety show essentially that happens at the Plaza Theatre in Kensington in Calgary. So we're headed there next Wednesday just to hang out. They're doing like a Jurassic Park night in anticipation of Jurassic World, but we are appearing on Canada Day, so July 1st at late night at the Plaza at 10 p.m. You may be drunk at that point if you're in the city, if you're Canadian.
And if you are drunk, still come by.
Please come by.
Yeah.
It will be amazing. And regardless, anyway, on a side note, just look up Late Night at the Plaza and follow them and find them, because what they do is super.
Yeah, we can't say we've been, but what we've seen looks really cool. So we're really excited to be a part of it and also to see it a little bit. So
come find us there next Wednesday.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and go watch the first Jurassic Park.
They have it.
That's it. That's it, my friend. Have we said anything? Anything? Have we said anything? Everything.
I don't recall.
Okay, we're cutting this. Good night. Good night, everyone. I think someone's texting me as well. I like how I grabbed my phone.
Contributing to Space Rippers
because
we did such an amazing live stream.